Have you ever just thought to yourself, man, I wish I could just say a command and that command would happen? Or maybe even, I can't find my TV remote and I want to change the channel. Well, here at Bad Tech and Gaming, today I aim to answer those questions. I've had the Google Home speaker for about 3 months now, and this is my review. With all my reviews, there's categories. In this one, there's only 2, good and bad. This time, we're going to start off with the bads. Now, a lot of times, my biggest point of use for my Google Home speaker is while I'm entertaining others. And, well, it doesn't always understand other people. So, there is that sense of, yes, I am king of this house, but at the same time, I kind of wish it would work better for other people. I understand it's looking for my voice, and it's trained to do so. So, it is convenient when I want to use it. But when you have friends over and someone wants to change a song and you don't want to have to say it and they're just already saying it, you know, it kind of makes for a little bit of an odd issue. Not to mention, while I'm entertaining, or if there's anything else going on in the room and my speaker is not right next to me, I do have to speak up. It does a good job at picking my voice up afterwards, but if there's the initial "Okay Google" command does generally take some voice. I do have to speak up about it. Now, it's not always like that, it's just a random occasion, but that does make it into the bad category. Now, that's actually it for the bad category. Now, before I move on to the good category, do remember, if you like this video, please like it and subscribe and hit that thumbs up and that big red button until it turns gray, as I am on the long road to 1,000 subscribers. Again, thank you very much, and moving on. On to the good category. The speaker is solid. It's not going to fill my entire living space with an amazing audio experience, but it has enough bass, mid, and high ranges to allow me to really get into what I'm listening to. Now, do remember, I live in a townhome where my kitchen, living room, and dining room are pretty much all the same, one and the same. Here's an example of what I'm talking about.
Okay, Google, play Jingle Bells.
Alright, Savannah Scan by Loris Reinix. Here it is on Google Play Music.
Okay, Google, volume at 80%.
And with that being said, it's really good, just not great. Also in the good category is when the device is listening to someone it knows, based on their account, of course, it works really well. I mean, it really picks up what you're saying, and you barely ever have to repeat things twice. I'm not really going to go over the mundane tasks, because if you have a Google smartphone, you know it does these things well, and Google crushes it in this category. It does everything you'd ask it to. What's the distance from the moon? Find me this recipe. Or even set a timer for 5 minutes. Those are all something that I just expect a smart speaker to do. So I'm not really going to get in depth with those, as everyone else and their mother has already done that. Now, if there was a great category, these would be the features in it. The entertainment/smart home section of this review. In my living space, which I'd already gone over, is a dining room, kitchen, and living room all in one. Also, alongside my Google Home, I have a Vizio SmartCast TV and sound bar with Chromecast built into it. And this is where we actually hit gold. So when I went to the app, I synced up my TV and Google Home. It actually took me a minute because it was kind of weird to figure it out. But in the app, it will allow me to turn on the TV, or with the Google Home, it'll allow me to turn on the TV and sound bar, even if it's off. So I can cast something with my voice to my TV/soundbar system, even if they're off. It'll power them on. So, for example, I will say, "Okay, Google, play The Office on my living room TV using Netflix." And of course, it will do just that, turning on everything and then casting it. Honestly, I have no clue where my remotes are, and I don't really care. This integration works so well. I have just lost my remotes over time. I'm also pretty bad about keeping track of things, but still, I don't use them. I don't know where they're at. I don't care, and neither does my wife. And because of this integration with the smart home and my TV that works so well, and I didn't think it would, the fact that it does is going to make this device something I use for a long time to come, and irreplaceable in my home, especially because I can't find the remotes. With that being said, there's one more thing in this good category, and I don't know that anyone will actually ever use this, but did you know you can actually spell things out to your Google Home and it will understand what you're saying? Here's an example. Okay, Google, T-I-M-E. And it will tell me the time, just like it did. So I can do that while watching something. While I can do pause play. I can, if I really had enough time, I can actually tell it to cast Netflix or The Office using Netflix on my TV. But that just seems like a lot of work. Okay, now that I've rambled a little bit, in conclusion, after you realize that saying, okay, Google, and asking it a question is not really that convenient when there are more than 2 people in a room, because everyone's phone just goes off, this device still has a lot of redeeming qualities, and will have a place in my home for a long time to come. Now, this device is worth the money, but only to those who are looking for a smart home, and have maybe even Chromecast built into their TV. But for serious, if you do not have a smart home, honestly, all those features that, asking it this question, setting a timer, well, I just ended up doing the same thing on my phone after I got used to it on the speaker, and then realized my phone can do the same thing, and it was right in front of my face most of the time. So, it's not for everybody, and my situation isn't the same as everybody's. But, the way you'll really look for this in the long run is with those smart home features. And with that being said, it is time to end.